And you know what? Today's the day that Ahmad gets on the score sheet. United need the win today, we all know that. Forest at Old Trafford, Premier League. It's bounce back time from that Arsenal game, isn't it? We're all waiting to see what Ruben Amorim's Man United side can do with their first bounce back. Bounce back was a word that was used how many times? God knows how many times under Ruben Amorim, under Eric Ten Hag, of course. It was a continuation of a couple of good games and one bad game. Couple of good games, one bad game. Now, I don't want to tempt fate, but away to Arsenal, no one's really expecting to get a positive result out of that, and no one was surprised when we lost. We've got 2 games now, Nottingham Forest and Pilsen, and then we've got City. Is it going to be the same? And everyone will just jump on that train of it's nothing's changed. Couple of wins against teams we should, then we lose. Same as it was under Eric Ten Hag. Well, Ten Hag really didn't have the tough games that Ruben Amorim has had to start with, and this run of games in December is pretty mental, which goes to show the importance of games like today. Nottingham Forest at home, having a great season. Don't get me wrong, this is going to be a tough game for United. I fully expect Manchester United to concede. I expect Manchester United to be under the cosh. A game plan from Nuno Espirito Santo. He's done it before. He's got form against United. He knows how to play against United. He continuously caused problems wherever he's been at this football club. The only time he really didn't have any idea what to do against United was when he's at Spurs. And we all know that that turned out the way it did, and it just wasn't the right fit. Forest, Wolves, Nuno is perfect for that size of club. And coming into big games like this, we've already seen it. We've already seen how certain teams can take points off big teams. And let's not forget, Nottingham Forest, yeah, they may have lost to City in the week, but this is the only team to take anything from Liverpool and beat Liverpool at Anfield. A game plan will be to be rock solid. A game plan will be to frustrate Manchester United. Today we're going to have to deal with a low block. We're going to have to deal with a counter-attacking side that are going to take the odd chance here and there, and United need to be clinical. We need to be determined. We need to be patient more than anything today. It is going to be a slog. It really is. Anybody who knows Nuno, and everybody can look at this and go, look at the results elsewhere from Forest. They've been entertaining games. They've conceded goals. It counts for absolutely nothing when Nuno plays United. And obviously Ruben is a different kettle of fish, and hopefully he can rectify that problem that we've had continuously against Nuno sides. But I'm just going to say this now, like, just don't expect this to be one of them cut and thrust, absolute swashbuckling performance, mad, crazy games of football. I couldn't even get the right words out there to try and describe what I think it's going to be. I think the weather's going to be a bit up and down, but I don't think this game will. I think it'll be straightforward. I think both managers have a game plan. I just said it there. Nuno's will be solid, frustrate, counter, Wood, play off him, other players, Hudson-Odoi, Elanga, pace on the break. United have to be aware, especially with 3 at the back. The wide players that are going to come at Manchester United in this game are going to be the threat for us. That pace on the break and what that is going to bring. I said it a minute ago, like clinical, determined, patient. That's what United need to be today. We need to take chances, but we need to be very, very aware that this game could easily be taken away from us by the game plan that Nuno brings. They do carry threats, Forest. We know their threats. Set pieces, like we've seen in the week with United, will be a problem. But Forest are good at set pieces as well. They have the aerial threat. They have that prowess, that power of Chris Wood up front is definitely a danger for Man United today. Never disregard the returning Manchester United player in Anthony Elanga. Again, expect him. I'm not up on the injury situation at Nottingham Forest right now, so I'm not sure who is fit and available. I know Gibbs White has been missing for a few games. I don't even know if he played against City in the week. I've been that busy. I do apologise for not looking into that, but you know the obvious players. But it counts for everything when these players are playing under Nuno Espirito Santo. He is the difference, and he is why this is a tough game today. The players speak for themselves. They've got quality players, Forest, all over the pitch, and they've got players that will cause Manchester United problems in defence and attack. And under this manager, they will know exactly what they're doing, and that's down to Manchester United to unlock that lock and get the goals that we need. I think United will win the game. I do. I'm confident that we will bounce back from Arsenal. I'm liking what we're seeing at the moment under Ruben Amorim. I think he has got this team playing in a completely different way. I think Manchester United are moving in the right direction. It's a slow process, and the train isn't moving very fast at the moment. Hopefully it will start to pick up speed as these players do buy into what Ruben Amorim is wanting them to do. His press conference alone said everything you needed to know ahead of this game. When asked questions on Marcus Rashford's performance, it wasn't about him, it's about the whole team. It's about the importance of realising who you're playing for, that Manchester United have a massive football club, but we're not a massive team at the moment. He is calling out these players, and I think these players need to realise that this season isn't going to be like last season. They can do well this season, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to stay at the football club. The demands are more. The expectation levels are rising again because we've got a manager who understands what this club is all about, and an ownership model that will not give him time to settle in. He keeps on talking about how Manchester United need to win games. We need to win now. We need to keep on winning and learn while we're winning. Defeats are not good. You can take positives from defeats and learn from them, but Manchester United are Manchester United. We're massive. When the perspective isn't going to change, like Ruben Amorim said, the players have to meet that perspective. They have to meet them standards, and they have to up their game. Otherwise, we are going to struggle, and we are going to be talking exactly the same way as we was under Erik ten Hag. I think this season is massive for United, getting the results they need and getting up there, and then still cutting that squad and getting the players out. In terms of the players and who I expect to actually play in this game, I think it will be all changes. I do think Rashford and Xerxes will play. I do think that Bruno Fernandes will be in the front three as one of the 10s. I think Mount will be out. I think we will see Agati on the bench after what Ruben Amorim said after the game against Arsenal. I think we'll see Casemiro back in with Kobbie Mainoo, so completely fresh midfield, which is good. I think Ahmad will start because he didn't start. We may see Mazraoui move out to the right-hand side of defence again rather than the left. We could see him at wing-back, maybe. Don't be surprised if Anthony starts this game at left wing-back. You've got Mazraoui, De Ligt and Martinez at the back. Don't be surprised. I think that is a distinct possibility. I think he is giving players every single opportunity that he can. I think these players need to grip that opportunity. These players need to look at this as their last chance. A lot of them do anyway. There are some that obviously have got more time, especially the fresh players that have just arrived at Manchester United. But honestly, it's a big audition. And today, it is going to be tough. It is going to be tough. I think Xerxes will play that 9/9+. Rashford will interchange. We had a great show with Alice the other day. If you haven't watched that, do check it out as well. When we were talking about Rashford only works with Xerxes, I don't think you can have Rashford and Højlund. There are systems in play with Ruben now where it's not so much about individual players doing better than one of their teammates. It's groups of players, 2s and 3s, that work better together, and that's what I think we will see. I think it will be the Bruno, Rashford and Xerxes combination today against Nottingham Forest. We have seen this before. We've seen it against Everton. It worked against Everton. Everton are not as good as Nottingham Forest. Obviously, they're in a better place, Forest, and Manchester United are going to have to work even harder today. And will it have an effect from the game in the week? We don't know. I mean, Forest played in the week as well. A double trip away for them, so they'll be tired. So luckily for United, and I think this is a good point to make, is that Premier League teams that come to Old Trafford or play United at a weekend that have had a full week off while United have been playing in Europe always have a bit of an advantage. That's not the same this week. Obviously, Forest don't have as big a squad. United can make 6 or 7 changes today and be completely fresh, where Forest have played in a week. That does play to our advantage in this game today, and I think United will shine through in the end and have too much. I think we'll be fresher than what Forest are, and that, I think, is what will be the difference. I did say 2-0 in the week, but I just know that Forest have got a good threat, and I think they will score. I'm going to go 2-1 Man United. You get the win, and we get right back into that top half of the table. In fact, United win today could propel us, going off other results, into 6th in the table. So come from 13th to 6th. 7-place jump today Manchester United could make, which is absolutely crazy. But that's the reality what the Premier League is. And top 4 is still on. Goal scorers today. Today I'm going to go with, I reckon today Kobbie Mainoo gets off the mark. I think Kobbie's got a goal in him today. And you know what? Today's the day that Ahmad gets on the score sheet. He deserves it. I think he's been on the edge of it, and I think he's the one today. 2-1 win for United. Ahmad and Mainu, the goal scorers. United back into the top half and everything looking rosy again. Get your comments in below. Give the video a like. Make sure that you obviously are subscribed to Forever United TV as well. Keeping you up to date with everything going on at United. I'll see you outside Old Trafford later on, everybody. Come on, United!